Yo, 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 yellow. What is cracking, everybody? It is Wednesday evening. It is September 17th. It is almost 8 o'clock. We were so close to starting on time. We just had un poquito technical difficulties because this show is going to be so effing amazing. It's going to be so great. I have been looking forward to it for some time now, and I just feel so blessed and highly favored to be here, right now, on this evening to share this experience with you guys. It's going to be amazing. Before we get into that and we get started on all this fun adventure this evening, letting the good times roll, because that's what we do here on the MasterBong Power Hour, and this show is so fitting for that. It's perfect. We got to give a shout out to Gypsy, helping us make everything happen. When systems fail, he reboots them in 1 second and he's right back at it on the fucking computer. Who knows what's happening over there in New York? We're coast to coast. MasterBong, I'm out here on the West Coast. Gypsy is out there in New York, always helping us out every single show. So thank you to you, my good friend. Again, I say it every time, but we couldn't do it without you. So we wouldn't be here without Gypsy, everybody. So I want to give a shout out to him. We also definitely want to give a shout out to our sponsor, MasterBong420.com, helping everything happen all the time. Amazing group of people over there, including myself. We're always keeping everything flowing, and that's why we're able to be here right now for everything that we've been doing for all these years. So shout out to us and the whole team and everybody behind the scenes, again, on a whole nother level, over here, making it happen. It's all a team effort. So we all come together and create magic right here on Wednesday night, on Friday, on Tuesday, on Thursday, on Sunday, on Saturday, every day, wherever we're doing, whatever we're doing, we're always making magic happen. So thank you to everybody on the team. As I was saying, I usually, one or two guests on the show, but this time, no, I cannot do two guests. There's not enough time, because this man, he's the myth, he's the legend, he's amazing. I remember hearing another friend tell me, like, I found the craziest guy who can roll anything and everything you could ever imagine. And I was thinking, like, okay, yeah, for sure, like, awesome. Until I saw what he was capable of. And, I mean, he's continuously progressed, always honing his craft, as you would say, and continuously elevating the game and kicking up the value bar to new notches and new notches and new notches. He's been doing a lot of things. He stays very busy, keeps a full plate. So I'm so happy that he took some time out of his busy schedule to be here right now tonight with all of us sharing this experience. So without further ado, I would like to introduce everybody on the MasterBong Power Hour to my friend, my homie, a fucking rolling Jedi is really what he is, Mr. Tony Greenhand. How are you doing this amazing evening, my friend?
I'm doing excellently. I couldn't be better, MasterBong.
Yeah, dude, I know you are always busy. You got a lot of things going on. As I said, you keep a full plate, so thank you for being here and taking some time out of your schedule.
Not a problem. It's a pleasure to be here.
Of course, of course. So I'm going to fire up this nice backwood blunt mixed with a few flavors. We got some bubble gum, some Ken's GDP, and some Candyland cookies. What are you smoking on right now? Because we should, partake together and get the show started right and fire up tonight and get it going. So what do you have right there to get smoking on?
Well, I've been waiting to smoke this woven blunt all day. This is a hand-woven blunt. I weave these myself. You see that right there. Oh.
Nice.
And I'm in the process of distributing these worldwide. I'm getting ready to start manufacturing overseas, and I couldn't be happier.
So basically, you're going to actually create a company, and right from the beginning when you buy them, right now you're hand weaving them, just to let everybody know, correct? It's you taking the time, cutting strips, and weaving them together right now. That's what you're talking about.
Correct, correct. It's a really laborious task currently because I use not only products retail, but all the products are also really small. So my cost is high, and my ability is cut down significantly. And doing it overseas in a large factory, just like where they make blunts or cigars, I can take the sheet off of the roll and weave it, as is, making
have a machine do it for you, cut down that process time.
The paper itself is too fragile for a machine, and so the human hand is necessary in the product development.
Okay.
That's an element that will never leave the the production of woven blunts. However, we can aid the process with machines. And so
Nice.
we're working towards doing that currently.
I love it. I love it. So basically what you guys will be doing is you'll be able to get it larger quantities, obviously, and then have it developed or created in ways that are easier for the rolling. So for instance, I'm sure you don't have to cut strips. They'll just be in smaller strips, you know, and I don't know what else you could do to cut down on the time. I'm sure that, you know, I have never rolled or showed a woven blunt before. I'm sure if I took some time, energy, and effort and I sat down with you for an afternoon, I could get it down, but I have not taken that time to do that. How long does it actually even take to weave a blunt like that, you know, right now for you?
Well, when I first started out, it was much harder than it is now. First starting out, maybe it took me an hour to weave up a single one, just because I was clumsy and I didn't have my own procedure down. But currently, I could probably do 8 in an hour, which is
wow,
it's pretty fast. But under my new technique, I could probably do 100 to 200 in an hour, which cuts my cost down significantly, making me able to bring these to everyone. You know, my biggest issue with this whole woven blunt thing is that I can't make enough for everybody. Everybody wants one, and I want to make sure that they can have one. And so finally I have the ability to do that. And so hopefully by 2015, they'll be in stores nationwide.
Nice. So you are working on a way. Everybody wants a woven blunt. Everybody should have the chance to have a woven blunt experience. So you're providing a way for everybody to actually have that without having, you know, you to make them personally. I'm sure they're a lot more, you know, expensive right now. With you rolling them yourself, you can only roll 8 in an hour. There's only 24 hours in a day.
I'm going extremely fast as well. And so, you know, taking my time in the day to weave blunts, it's not the only thing that I do, you know.
Of course.
And so I do it in my spare time, and I handle the orders that I can handle. But as it stands, I know that there's too many people for me to do this, and I'd rather focus my energy a little bit on making them happen across, you know, the entire 50 states.
Nice. So teaching people your craft, your trade, your technique, so that, you know, more people can experience the woven blunt. I actually have never even smoked a woven blunt yet myself.
I will have to send you some.
I would more than appreciate that, my friend. I would more than appreciate that. So what flavors do you got in that blunt? I know besides, you know, you stay very busy, besides all the rolling, besides the weaving of blunts in your spare time. You know, I know that you do have a genetics company. What is that? And is some of that your genetics in the blunt right now that you are smoking?
In this blunt that we're smoking is Pez and Trinity, which are mother plants that we do use in our genetic company. I work for Red Eye Genetics. I've worked with them for 5 years. I'm actually like one of the main breeders involved, and somebody else by the name of Red Eye Reddy runs the entire company.
Nice.
So I'm simply a breeder, and I've been working at this for a long time, and finally last year we decided that we were going to start bringing these more to the public, and just had our first international release last month and did really well. And so we're just, you know, trying to do it right.
Definitely. What was your international release? What was that exactly?
We released on firestackseeds.com, and we just released a few of our popular lines, and we try to do just a small one because we're not trying to overflow anybody with a bunch of seeds that they don't need. But our drop did really well, and a majority of our stock sold out within the first hour. And you know, Firestacks really, you know, they really were happy with dealing with us. We really like them, and we're going to continue working with everybody that we can to try to get quality genetics out to people. You know, it's
nice. I mean, yeah, that's what we've had these conversations with my friends, and it seems like it's really about finding that strain or those couple of strains, and people are always searching for something that's like next level of a combination of a high flavored, you know, taste, smell, look, everything. So it's like, it's great that a lot of different people are kind of starting to release more and more stuff that I guess they've been working on for a while, or kind of like honing their craft. It's just nice to see the market continue to advance and offer more options for people out there. And I mean, competition really, it drives the market, and it forces people to be more creative, which is ultimately good for every single person out there, so that you can find the exact strain that maybe there's a strain that somebody has that hasn't been released that is perfect for this person for whatever ailment it is. You know, you don't know that. I mean, everybody's an individual. Everybody receives cannabinoids and, you know, reacts to them differently. You know, when you're smoking, they react differently. So figuring out that perfect strain is great that people are releasing more and more and more. So thank you for you and everybody on your team over there that is helping push that forward. That's awesome, dude.
It's our goals to be leaders in our community in the way that we test all of our seeds and only bring to the table what we're proud of. A lot of seed companies will cross 20 things to the same male, release them untested at $100 a pack, and get away with it. They'll sell seeds that won't all pop. They'll sell seeds that have a lot of problems, or they'll throw intersex issues. And we try to avoid that by thoroughly testing them for over a year before we release them in, you know, just their simplest form. So by testing our genetics, we're ensuring that you get quality medicine. That's what this is to a lot of people. We don't want people to buy our genetics and come away with something that they wouldn't be proud of. We want to be proud of what they are proud of.
Of course, of course, of course. I mean, that's awesome that you guys have a kind of like a checks and balances almost of the government of testing, making sure that you're releasing the best, putting that time, energy, and effort into making sure that you have quality and you have your quality control. That's great to hear as well. I mean, as always, every single show, no matter who's on, and even though I'm at all these shows and doing all this stuff, like I'm always learning as well. You know, in this industry, and maybe, you know, just I get exposed to more of it quicker than a lot of people, but it's always a learning experience for me, and what's going on. So I'm appreciative for sharing, and it's nice to know that people are, you know, providing some sort of quality control testing when they're releasing not only their products, but also their seeds as well. So what are like a couple like popular strains that you guys have right now that you released? I don't know, is there anything even out there for anybody to get, or they're all sold out?
Actually, we just remade our Cobain Kush line, and that's one of our better lines. It's 398 Bubba Kush crossed to White Lotus. In our second generation, we worked it more towards the 398 Bubba. So these plants are going to be heavy yielding 398 Bubba. They have a really strong coffee Kush overtone that comes through with nice moderate yields and more hybrid indica leaning plant frame. And so just get really nice sturdy plants that produce nice classic Kush buds, and it's really highly recommendable. Anything that the Cobains touch is really promising. Definitely.
Nice. Sounds like a very good all-around, overall easy, or, you know, nice bud, you know, nice producing quality, you know, bud right there. So is that what you are smoking on in your blunt, or what do you have? What combination are you working together tonight in that woven blunt that you have? You have a woven blunt, so you have to have a few strains woven together, or is it just one?
I just put Pez and Trinity into this. It's just what I have on hand. I really don't care as long as it's good weed. I'm normally smoking good weed.
You know what's funny? I think I realized that you did answer that already. I just didn't hear the fucking, I didn't hear the Trinity part earlier. I was like, wait, Pez, he said that already. There we go. I've been waiting to smoke this one as well, you know? So it fucking, it all comes together. We're all good. Bam! Back on track. You know, when we're smoking, we call that getting looped. It's like you're telling a story, and then, whoop, you forget the end of it or what the point was. You got looped. So I got looped on that question, everybody. Coming to you guys live right now. So, dude, we've been talking about, you know, the strains and, you know, red eye genetics. What about all this rolling stuff, dude? So, I mean, how long have you been perfecting your craft of getting your roll on?
I've been rolling joints creatively for like 6 years now, and I was doing it online even back like maybe 4 years ago, and people just didn't take to it like they did now. I was doing it in small forums, medical communities, like, because I was breeding and stuff, you know, so I'm on growers forums posting these joints, and like a couple of like old cancer patients are like, that's nice, Tony, and I'm like, you guys like it, I'll keep going, you know, like I'm smoking with my friends and they like it, and so I posted online, and one of my friends, they tell me about Reddit. I had no idea what Reddit was, and I was like, okay, you know, I'll post on there. And so I posted a Sherlock pipe joint onto Reddit, and they loved it. That Sherlock pipe joint in that one day went across the entire internet. And I was like, oh, you guys like that? Well, I have like 100 rolls. You guys should check these ones out. And I showed them some of the stuff that I really like to do. And they were like, whoa, this guy's crazy. And I was like, okay, well, now I finally have people who appreciate my work, you know? And I wanted to show people these rolls that like it like my friends do, you know? And I wasn't appealing to the right crowd before. And finally, I had a medium.
The old ladies weren't the right crowd for Sean.
Oh, they liked it. Don't get me wrong. You know, I'd roll like an elephant, and they'd be like, "Oh, that's really nice."
That's
you know, but I've had grandmas have me sign things for their niece before. So you know, there are cool grandmas out there, but I just wasn't reaching the right one.
That's some cool ass grandmas.
Yep.
So you weren't reaching the right audience. You posted it on Reddit. The next thing you fucking know, it's across the fucking world in one day and back.
On Reddit, I was on there for like a month, and everybody's like, "Hey, you know, we love you. We did an AMA. I answered all the questions for them, and I was like, man, I love you guys. I'm so happy that I have somebody to connect with on my joints." And they were like, "You know who'd love you more? Instagram." And I was like, really? And at the time, I had like just a crappy phone. I didn't even care. You know, like I was taking pictures with like a really old camera that I like cleaned the lens of really nicely, and you know, take like just a blurry picture. You can tell like my old pictures are just garbage.
It was a flip phone and shit, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just, you know, it was just a phone to me. I didn't even need a phone. So I was like, okay, fine. I upgraded my phone, got Instagram, and I was shocked to see, you know, how much people did take to this and how, you know, new it really was, because people didn't, you know, they were not only willing to accept it, they were willing to try it. And that was a leap that wasn't happening on Reddit. And so more people started trying, you know, for themselves and, you know, enjoying just joints for more than joints, you know? And
it gives it some more fun and funk to your average session. It's like after you've been smoking, I'm sure, honestly, I've been smoking longer than I haven't been smoking in my life. So I'm sure, you know, it gets to points, like that's why I started MacGyver and shit. I was like, man, I need something to like switch it up sometimes, like throw a little curveball in the fucking situation.
Artistic personalities are prominent in our community, and this is a way to express ourselves with our friends. You know, bringing this type of thing into a circle, it's a way to appreciate art and actually appreciate it. You know, and you know, being able to express yourself this way is just another thing to enjoy, and I want more people to enjoy it.
I think that you hit the nail on the head with that one. It's creative freedom to create and express that creativity in whatever it is that we do. So for you, it's rolling these joints. For me, it's coming up with these crazy ideas to smoke out of things. You know, I'll get the ping out of the fucking ether, and I'll be on the train in Amsterdam, and I'm like, and these guys are like, what are you about to smoke out of your MasterBong? What are you gonna smoke out of? I'm like, my crutches. And so we smoke out of the crutches on the train at 2:30 in the morning with like 200 people and everyone looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. And we had a great time. You know, it's being able to express our creativity, and you know, we've each found an outlet to do it. And look at the internet, man. It allows us, because we were doing this back in the day, like, you know, everybody's a MacGyver at some point in time. That's my thing. And I'll even ask you that question right now. When is the time in your life when you have had the craziest MacGyvering experience? And for you, it could even be with rolling a joint. You know, you might have been in this crazy situation. You're like, what am I going to use for this crutch? And it's this off the wall idea. So when has it been in a time in your life when you have MacGyvered through yourself through a situation out here in the world, when you're getting your grind on or your roll on? So, or your life on?
last year, we decided we were going to throw a Harvest Fest and do it a little bigger than we did the previous year. It was the second annual Harvest Fest, and at the judges meeting, which was only a few days before the actual event, the people who were coordinating it, me, Marty, and Dean, we got together and they were like, man, what should we do? And they came up with a 2-pound joint. And this is practically 48 hours before, you know, like the end of the event. Like we were literally going to start the event in one day, and it's not a very long event. And so they were like, can you do this? And I was like, I can do it, sure. And we go, and Marty, bless his soul, he's like, I have a place for you to do it and everything. It'll be perfect. You got it all lined up, VIP. It's going to be awesome. And I'm like, I trust you, buddy. We go up there. I'm in the morning. I get up there. It's like maybe 10 in the morning, and I start. And at the time, I only have king-sized element papers. And so I'm thinking, 2-pound joint, king-size element papers, I'll make this work as long as I got a good place to do it, you know. And we get there, and I'm like waiting for a little while, and I'm like, man, where's this bus at? I got to start this. And so like, I'm hassling people, and he's like, oh, it's this way, it's this way. And he brings me out to the parking lot, and there's a bus in the parking lot, and it's like a short bus. It's like maybe got 6 seats, and it's like one of the ones that's used to like go up into the mountains for ski trips, but like a short bus style. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm like, okay. I get in there, no table, nothing, no lights, nothing. Okay. And so he breaks out one of the signs, the Harvest Fest signs that's in the road, and puts it down. And we're like, this is where we got to do it, because we're outside. This is like a big field event, and it's the only place to do it. So I get to work on grinding up 2 pounds worth of plants, pretty much. And so I have 2 pounds. I have a single grinder by myself, and I'm on that board, pretty much on top of these seats in the back of this bus.
Damn.
So around 6 o'clock, they decide they're gonna paint the bus, and and I am rolling this joint in the bus still, and I'm like, what are you guys doing? Because they're taping up the windows, and I'm like, what are you guys doing? I need light, And they're like, we're gonna paint this, and I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea. And I'm still, I'm grinding and making the paper and doing everything I need to do. And I'm like, whatever, just do it. And if we need to stop, we need to stop. Turns out we need to stop. I'm like, I gotta kick them out of there. People are coming into the bus and stuff because it's a party. Harvest Fest is this giant party, and so people are coming into the bus, seeing what's going on. I'm sitting there with pretty much a big poster board full of ground weed, like a pile of ground weed, and then I got like another poster board with like a big paper that I'm putting together. And I'm in the back of this bus, slamming it out for 48 hours straight. I rolled this joint.
48 hours?
Until the night of the event. It was like 7 p.m. 2 days later, I have the joint finished myself, and I ended up having a place to like weigh it and stuff. We couldn't weigh it to prove it was 2 pounds because our scale maxed out at 2 pounds. And we were like, fuck it, we're smoking it. And we go outside, and our friend Steve Sarich, who was in a police outfit, escorted us out there and helped us light it, which sparked all these different viral videos. And cop helps light 2-pound joint. But that was definitely the most MacGyver situation I've been in, because I did that pretty much out of like 28 packs of element papers, and in a back of the bus in a parking lot,
And with a fucking sign off the road.
Yeah. But it worked. It worked, and everybody had a fun time. So
exactly. It worked. You made the most of what you had. And
I had fun.
That's
I had fun.
yeah, that's what counts, dude. You made the most of what you had. I mean, and that's what I'm saying, no matter what situation you're in, whether it's a smoking situation or a life situation, there's lots of challenging situations. And if you apply yourself, and you stay dedicated and focused, you will always make it through. Because I'm sure when he led you to that bus and he gave you a fucking sign off the road, 2 of them, you were not like, yeah, this is like the best shit possible. I hella, no matter what, got this. Oh, yeah. You're like, okay. And you stuck with it, and you did it, and you rolled for 48 hours. Like, people are like, people don't even work fucking 40. People work 40 hours in a week. You worked 48 in 2 days. I mean, you beat me, bro.
I wanted everybody to enjoy themselves at the event. We made the plan to get it done, and it could be done, so we got it done.
And that's what I'm saying. That's amazing. You stuck to it. You made a commitment, and you stuck to it, and you fucking came through with a 2-pound joint, dude. That's what I said on the video earlier. I was like, this guy can roll a 1-pound joint, a 2-pound joint, a 3-pound. Is 3 pounds the most, though? That gold one, right?
Yes.
Tell me about the gold one. Is that the most, or what? Or have you really done more behind the scenes nobody knows about?
No, that's the most that I've ever rolled, and to my knowledge, that's the most that's ever been smoked. Most big joints have been confiscated. There was supposedly a 5-pound joint that was confiscated in California. Another person supposedly lit a 5-pound joint, but if you look at the pictures, my 3-pound joint is bigger than his 5-pound joint. So I don't think that's even possible, And so just based on the size of my joint, I believe that it is a world record as well, as the largest joint I've ever rolled.
I think we need to fucking get Guinness Book of World Records up in here And
Guinness won't actually cover the weed thing because it's federally illegal in America. Even though it's legal where I'm from, it's not legal, on the whole. So they're just opposed to it,
you know
unfortunately.
what we should do, bro? We should start like a weed Guinness Book of World Records.
I actually have been talking to several people about doing just that.
Let's start a weed Guinness Book of World Records, for our community Guinness Book. Who has taken like biggest bonger, biggest dab? Those are just a couple of biggest joint, biggest blunt, fucking making the biggest bong.
There's actually a lot of things that you could do, honestly, which is
I mean, we could, yeah, look at the Guinness Book of World Records and then just convert them into weed. All those things. And it will be perfect. Yeah, see, look, ideas sparking all the time. And you already had the ping because you've already talked to a couple people about that. So right then and there, see, the universe is always giving the downloads to everybody somewhere, getting the downloads.
So it just makes it stronger.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and the more people that become aware, and that's the closer it's going to get, to reality right then and there. So, it's all coming into fruition when it's supposed to be here. So, yeah, dude, that's awesome. And the 3-pound fucking gold joint. Those papers, how much gold was that, dude? Actually, because I mean, I've smoked some of those, so they're like, I know they sell for like like a pack for $50 or I don't know, $40 or something. I don't know what they are now, but I mean, that's a lot of fucking papers.
$550 worth of papers. So
there you go. Just in the papers.
Just in the papers alone, it's over 120 papers we used in the making of the joint, but all the gold is retained in the ash of the joint. So, we really didn't smoke any gold. Really, it was just we had gold covering the joint.
Gold covering the joint, yeah. The ashes, all the gold's still in there. It's like yeah. People are like, these ashes are worth like $20 or whatever.
People were taking the ashes of the joint.
They were like, "I'll take some of that and fucking put it in a bag." Like mining.
As the joint was burning, we have to clip away at it and light different portions because we're handling it, and it's being moved around. And people were taking the small pieces of paper that we were clipping off of it and keeping souvenirs and stuff. It was actually a really cool experience.
Nice, dude. Everybody, I mean, that must be so cool. Everybody getting together and knowing that you are helping facilitate that session for all these people to come together. Is that, would you say, maybe the biggest session then? Is it also the biggest session, like as one? If it's one joint, right? Then
I don't think so. It was definitely the world's largest waxed joint because we put a bunch of wax on it. We put 6 grams of oil around the outside of it. It was definitely the world's largest hot box. We had a 20 by 10 tent, and we smoked the joint in the tent the majority of the time. And so, the previous record was 194 grams. We destroyed it with the 3-pound joint. There was a lot of records that were broken, but not that one.
Not that one. Okay, for sure. Well, hey, we have something to roll up to then, right? We have something to roll up to then. We can get 2 or 3 3-pound joints and get 3 times as many people. And
I think M-Fest counts as like the world's largest session because there's like 250,000 people sitting on that beach smoking at the same time.
True. I guess I was thinking maybe like a session being like everybody getting to hit something, or people were passing to everybody and this and that and that and that and that, kind of like how the joint, how the joint goes around to everybody. But I mean, yes, everybody is there sitting together, smoking, partaking, all at the same time, which is a crazy, amazing experience, dude. Super crazy, amazing experience. Gypsy, how are we doing on time? I know that I think we should definitely take a commercial break. I had a couple more questions. I'm sure that we'll get some people who, want to, call in and ask a couple questions and whatnot.
Most definitely.
But let's definitely take, how you feel about taking a quick commercial break, my friend? I know your mind is like blown. You're like, I see that peacock over there, right over there in the video. Man. Look at it right over there.
It's right over there. Yeah, man. We could definitely take a break, man. There's a few people that have already tried to call in, and I think we should definitely open up the phone lines in the second half of the show.
We're shutting them down, but you know what? We're gonna let them all call in now. So yeah, all right, perfect. Let's take a commercial break. Let's come back. Let's take a couple calls. Keep on going. Chillaxing, having a great time, letting the good times roll over here on the MasterBong Power Hour. So we'll be right back in about 1.2 minutes or 2.2 minutes or something like that, but very soon. So stay tuned, and we'll catch you guys in a second. MasterBong, Tony Greenhand on the MasterBong Power Hour. We'll be right back.
Monday's got you off the wagon? Well, worry no more, because it's now officially a part of the 3-day weekend. So get on board. Come party with the Standby Gypsy, Juju the Model, and Blue Rivera every Monday night for your entertainment week in review, off-the-wall interactive segments, live performances, in-depth interviews, and the latest in sports. The Hangover Takeover is live every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on zenlive.tv.
Why do you always use that word so much? I say 100 times every morning. Keeps my teeth white. And one more thing. Where the fuck did you get that accent?
Hey, this is Vinny Pastor. You call me Big Pussy. And you're watching ZenLive.tv.
You're watching the Zedalza Entertainment Network on ZenLive.tv. Here, you'll find ridiculously good-looking people, equipped with knowledge, intellect, and passion for speaking the truth. Does it get any sexier? A filtered mind is the only crime for Zen Live. Stay tuned.
Are you a smoker and you need to quit, but you're discouraged because it's harder than some like to admit? To do the tricks, well these are non-toxic clouds that exit your lips. Oh yeah! White Plains Vapors, located at 210 Mamaroneck Avenue in White Plains, New York. Visit our location and choose from a wide selection of exotic flavors.
We're here.
You're watching the Zedalza Entertainment Network on ZenLive.tv.
It's cracking, everybody. MasterBong coming to you guys live and direct. It's Wednesday evening. We're back here with the Power Hour. And yes, that's right. We have the most talented, most amazing joint roller, blunt roller. He can do it all when it comes to rolling. Tony Greenhand with us this lovely evening. So, right about now, Gypsy, what's good? Do you feel we should open up the phone lines? Tony, are you ready to answer some calls, or what would you like to do, my friend?
I'm down to do whatever. I actually want to smoke this marshmallow joint. This is like going to be a roasted marshmallow joint. Yeah.
Holy
That's
fuck.
dope. That's so dope. That is so cool. I was actually
should have done the show live from your place.
Hey, MB, I was at a this hot dog eating contest earlier. It was like gourmet hot dogs. They had like 50 different hot dogs. And this one guy, he walked out of the spot. I swear to God, his wallet was on fire, and he lit his cigarette, and he acted so cool. Like, I stared at him like he was crazy, and he looked at me like I was crazy.
You are in New York, so, I mean, you never know what can happen out there, bro.
Dude, it was the trippiest shit ever.
I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't know if I ever will, but I wish that you got a picture or a video of it.
No, unfortunately not. He just walked right by me, and I could literally feel the heat from the fire coming off of his wallet, and he lit a cigarette with it, and then he like put it back in his pocket. I swear to God, it was.
So were you in the food eating competition or no?
No, I was there recording for a Broken
Oh,
Filter.
okay, you were filming. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, bro, I didn't even know you did food eating competition.
No, I don't do. Hell no.
Oh my goodness, McLarius. How is that joint lighting coming along? How is that even gonna burn, dude? So it's gonna burn through, and then it's gonna. Gypsy, do you have any idea how it's gonna burn? Like I mean, and then what? It hits the marshmallow, it goes through the marshmallow,
I don't, but we do have our first call, and I think we should take it.
Let's take the first mother effing caller.
All right, caller, you're on the air.
Hello.
Let's see if they say anything.
Whoa, dude, I'm on the air, man.
Yeah, yes, you are, my good friend. How are you doing this evening?
Oh, dude, that's fucking awesome, man. Hey, man, Tony, this question's for you, though.
Yes.
Do you plan on rolling a bigger J than the one that you rolled at 2 pound?
Yes. Yes, I do plan on rolling a bigger one. Right now, I'm actually working with Dope as Yola on producing a video of how we do these large joints, and it will be a larger joint than the previous 3-pounder.
Oh, that's fucking awesome, man. Oh,
How
yeah,
much bigger than the last joint? Do you have any idea of what it's going to be, my friend, or what?
I don't know. I never know. It's probably going to be some stupid number.
If he said like 10, if he said 10, what would that be? Would it have to be fatter, or I mean, obviously longer, but
there's a lot of problems with making large joints. Smoking in general, you're creating a filter the larger it is. And so there's a lot of obstacles that you have to overcome when making something like a 10-pound joint. If I'm, just the engineering involved from moving it from a gram to a pound is a lot more than what you would think. You have to think about everything from granule size to moisture levels. There's a lot that comes into play.
this is not just rolling an average joint, my friends.
Hey, MB, I got a question for you.
What's going on, dude?
Well, not really a question, but just saying something, man. You're the MacGyver of pot and all this shit. I'm telling you this right now, the best tubing that you're ever going to get, it gives you like this insane fucking high. Me and my friend figured this shit out. You get a, you know, a nebulizer, one of those things that asthmatics use? You get that tubing and you snap your bowl onto it and you get this insane trip out high. It's fucking badass, man.
So a nebulizer tubing and put your bowl on that and just hit it. I mean, do you think is it the fact that you're getting like a big, like, you know, it's basically like a ginormous bong or however long the tubing is, or like, and you're hitting all that in one hit very quickly, or?
I think it's because you're actually like, because some of the rubber's actually burning. So I don't know if it's fucking me up like in the long term, but I don't know. But it's fucking crazy.
I mean,
my friend and I do it all the time.
I would choose not to smoke rubber. I don't know about you, Tony, but I mean, if I was making or MacGyvering any device, definitely not. I mean, people were tripping off me with the Starburst pipe and just smoking sugar, even though it's like a one-time use. Maybe you take like 10, 15 hits out of it. I mean, I don't know the next time you'd smoke out of one, but people were concerned about the sugar burning. So I definitely don't know how they feel about any rubber. And I mean, I'd say for sure, you know, watch out and make sure you're not smoking rubber, because even if it is fucking you up, maybe just get some better weed and that would, or put some wax on top of that to combine with it. And don't smoke rubber though, my friend. Be careful. Be careful.
Definitely.
All right, man. But you should still try that shit out at least once, man, because it works out really fucking awesome.
I'm hella down. I mean, one thing that I would think with like tubing and whatnot is, you know, Grandpa Bong has a, whatever it is, like he has sleep apnea. So he has these masks and tubing. So I kind of wanted to turn his like gas mask into a, with his tubing into, you know, some sort of a device. I thought about it before. I thought about making a different gas mask. I actually got a couple of ideas floating around in the brain. And for sure sometime soon we'll put it out. I mean, we're going to be doing 4 videos a month coming up very soon here, starting next month. So stay tuned. And, yeah, we're going to be turning up the notches on what we're doing over here. So it's going to be a blast.
And I got
it, my friend.
I have one idea for you, man. I just looked down at my longboard, and I'm thinking, man, longboard pipe.
Oh, I was like, I've thought before, I don't know, Tony, if you ever had any of these ideas, but like, coffee table with like a pipe built into it, a bed, you know, a bed frame with a pipe built into it, or a vaporizer built into it.
That I have like a pipe thing, you know, and then a tube or whatever that goes up to my mouth, so I can just like bam.
Yeah, you know, so I mean, a skateboard. I actually was gonna do, you know, I skateboard, so I was gonna do the what's it called, the fucking skate tool pipe. All right, I was skateboarding before, not anymore though. Fuck, I can't do it anymore. I fucked up my ankle last time, right before Europe. But we do have another call. I thank you, my friend. I appreciate it, and I know we got another call on there, Gypsy? We're gonna take another one right now.
Actually, they just hung up. This conversation was so interesting, I kept them on hold. So, but they hung up.
Gypsy, do you have any questions, my friend? You're right here with a fucking, like an ultimate joint roller, blunt roller, extravaganza extraordinaire. So, do you have any questions about any rolls? I mean, I know you saw the pictures. You've been putting them up.
Yeah, definitely. I have a question regarding the food because it's interesting. I've never seen food and joint rolling combined. I want to know if there's any other food recipes that you have because the idea that you could do munchies and smoke at the same time.
I have a hot dog, bro.
Okay.
I have a hot dog, ironically. When you were telling me that story, I was like, I should have brought the hot dog.
I love it.
Hey, you could have it's like a hot dog smoking contest, bro. You roll like 10 of them, and what team can smoke it the fastest wins.
I actually really like that idea.
Let's fucking do that. I'll MC that shit, bro. It'd be hilarious. We'll have teams of 10, make people sign up, do some sort of a contest. Have them come out to fucking some general area that's like nice in the middle of everywhere, and we'll do a hot dog smoking contest. So now, like, it's hitting the marshmallow right now, right? It's about to hit the marshmallow.
Yeah.
That was a marshmallow pull. Dude,
it's so funny. There's only 2 of you over there. That's a fucking feat. I love it, dude. I mean, look, you're like nonstop.
That marshmallow is pretty heavy.
Is there some wax in the middle of that marshmallow, my friend?
No, it is just a marshmallow.
It is just a marshmallow. Oh, it's an actual marshmallow.
You wanted to.
Yeah. Yo, that's an amazing feat. I tip my hat to you, sir, on that one.
Thank you.
You can smoke right through the marshmallow. Smoke right through the effing marshmallow.
Yeah, well, the weed that's in the marshmallow actually burns. It's a more efficient joint because it burns all the weed and vaporizes it while the joint goes through that marshmallow. And typically, it'll leave a shell of paper from the marshmallow. And so I actually smoke less paper, more weed.
Nice.
Wow. So put your joints in marshmallows before you smoke them. You're good to go. I mean, that's we've done the marshmallow pipe. We actually did that.
This is a joint, bro. You know this
is okay. For 1 second, Gypsy was like, I thought you said it was real food, Gypsy.
Well, I mean, to me, marshmallow is real food. I mean, that's all.
No. I mean, but it's actually a joint in there. It's just hard to tell with the fucking webcam and whatnot. At first, I was like, yeah, of course it's a rolled joint. And then I was like,
proceed.
Yeah, there you go. And then I was like, oh shit, it's actually a fucking, it's not a rolled joint. It's a fucking real marshmallow. And then no, it's a rolled joint.
Too funny.
So you have I mean, you're talking about engineering a freaking joint, so airflow and everything. So with that, was there a lot of planning that into that? Because I mean, to make sure that it all burns evenly and goes, or do you have to light them again throughout the process, or what?
Well, like when we're just sitting there talking and we weren't puffing on that, it went out. But typically, I'll design joints all different ways. Like for instance, the cop car that I recently had just done, the grill was actually the crutch, and the lights were a separate joint, and so the lights I could twist around and even remove if I wanted to, and smoke them independently from each other to ensure that the joint is 100% successful. You know, and it also looks really cool when you're smoking it, and you can choose which joint you want to hit, and do whatever you want.
Switch it up. It's you're always gonna win. But I mean, there's different airflow and dynamics to every single joint.
Oh yeah, exactly. That was just an example. Now, for instance, this peacock right here.
Yeah, get the peacock out.
Okay? This peacock, you can see right here, along the top here, that I use bamboo skewers to ensure that there's airflow from each one of these feathers down to the main base. The base of the body is just a tulip. See?
Wow.
Okay? And there's just joints coming out of a tulip frame. All the joints that I make stem from just basic shapes that are found in rolling. And so combining all of these and making sure that the engineering is proper on it is just the way that I make sure that they're able to smoke. Like, for instance, this one has been curing for quite a while now, and all of these different feathers are nice and stable. It's dry. This thing, honestly, is one of the best things I've ever made.
Really?
I'm super proud of the peacock here.
How long did it take you to make that?
I made this in a single night.
Okay. I swear I can smell marshmallow in the studio. I swear.
Because of all your years and years and years of experience and everything you've been doing, so that you're able to actually roll that in one evening.
I actually didn't think I could do this in a single night. I was like, I was kind of overshooting, thinking that, oh, if I finish something, I'm gonna do something like a peacock, and if I don't, then it'll be okay because I had like a jug and a rose and a couple other things for the event. We were doing high times for Red Eye Genetics, and I really like the movie The Other Guys, which is why I did this.
That's a great movie.
Mark Wahlberg is in it. He's like, I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly. And so I did this peacock, and yeah, it's just I'm really happy with how it turned out. Everybody seemed to be pleased with it. This is actually going to get auctioned off now. We're going to have an event where we auction off this, and other people are going to get together and throw down different things in the community to give away to a charitable cause. And we haven't decided yet what the cause would be. If you have any suggestions, I would love to hear it.
Definitely. I will. Let me jot that down. Cause to donate to.
It's so.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few that pop into my mind. I'll see what people are doing, and definitely put you in touch with a couple of different people. Gypsy, did you say something? I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was just saying it's interesting you brought that up, man. That we were talking about charities and donating here at the studio, just based off the many blessings that we've been going through. It's amazing to see people that are passionate, just as yourself, dedicated to your art and your craft, and it's nice when it does pay off. And then you can give back, and it's great to just hear that you're doing that. That's awesome, man.
Thank you. And if you guys would like to join in, just let me know. We would love to have you a part.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll definitely talk about
Gypsy, why don't you share a little bit with Tony and actually everybody out there what's been going on at the studio? Actually, since September 2nd, right?
Yeah, it's September 2nd. Our partner.
Share a little bit what's happening.
September 2nd, we released a video. We manage and produce a YouTube channel, one of the fastest growing YouTube channels out there right now called 10 Second Songs. And it's created mostly 90% by, or actually 100% by Anthony Vincent. And we're up to 31 million views in 6 months.
Oh no! How many? I thought that meant the video.
Oh, for that
How
one.
How much did the video do just in the past 13 days or whatever? 14 days.
I think it did 7 million. 7 million. So So in these songs, what he does is the videos are him covering certain pop songs. He did Katy Perry, did Ariana Grande, Jason Derulo, and just recently he teamed up with Linkin Park, and Chester Bennington did an NTAG video at the end thanking the channel, and it was really cool. So he covered In the End, and he sung it in 20 different styles, everything from Ozzy to I'm a little stoned.
Fucking
Frank
Sinatra was in there.
Yeah, Michael Jackson was in there.
Tech Nine was in there.
Tech Nine was in there. Boyz II Men was in there. And he sings and produces the music as well, and it's in the style as if those artists had sang the original song, which is in this instance In the End. And the way he produces it, it's funny, it's entertaining, but it's also like, damn, this kid knows what the hell he's doing. Like, this shit is really good. So
you gotta look it up when you're done, bro. I swear to God, it's like he can sing anybody. Elvis, fucking Green Day, Korn, Incubus, I mean Nirvana, even in other languages and shit.
Yeah, Aventura. He did Aventura. He did Gregorian chant. He did a bunch of stuff. So we're extremely proud.
Yeah, Gregorian chant, bro.
And so we're looking forward. There's a lot of good projects in the works coming up, and we're excited. And so we're definitely talking about charity on the Zen Live TV team over here. So we'd love to work with you, man. Definitely.
Awesome.
It's all about giving back, and that's what we're doing right here, right now, sharing information. I mean, information is power. That's what we're always talking about, and so we're sharing what's going on in the industry, keeping people up to date on exactly what's happening right here, right now. So I mean, you've talked about a couple of joints. What is that you've rolled before? With the Peacock, and you're gonna auction that off, and the cop car. What is the coolest joint to you that you have ever rolled, or is it the 3-pound joint, because that's like the biggest joint in records and everything else in between?
As far as coolest joint, I really like that hot dog I brought up. But everybody's got their own favorite joint, and my favorite joint is a joint that I like to smoke.
Hey guys, I don't mean to cut you off. But we do have a call, and do you guys want to take it?
Yes.
Yeah, let's take the call. Let's take another call.
Okay, let's take the call. Caller, you're on the air.
How's it going?
Live on the MasterBong Power Hour.
Hey, I was wondering, I got a question for Tony Greenhand.
Sure.
I'm wondering how he would light that peacock.
To light the peacock, I would first light the front face of the peacock.
You would burn the face?
I would burn the face. Right here. You're looking on the camera. I would burn right here with a simple Bic lighter, just to get this cherry started, because the initial neck to the tulip is going to take just a little longer than these feathers will. On the draw, I would wait till the ember comes down to about the neck of the peacock before I would light the rest of these feathers. All of these sticks would also be removed to light the feathers.
Oh man, I had to just put my joint out to listen to you right there.
And Tony, unfortunately, your video just dropped right as you're explaining this to him, and
literally right as you're.
Yeah,
no, it's
right.
okay. It's okay. He explained it perfectly. I didn't even need the video.
I love it. I love it.
Am I back?
No, not yet. I don't know. You may have to push the video button on your computer. It's like it's almost there.
It's like you're about to put the joint in there, and then it just went.
Where are you calling? Where are you calling from, my friend?
Right now, I'm calling from New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. All right. Cool.
Yep.
Very cool.
Over on the East Coast.
Nice.
Nice. Staying up late and listening to the fucking
Yeah, this is actually my first time watching this. I was just scrolling through Instagram and saw on Tony Greenhand he was on there. I was like, oh shit.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, we always have a lot of different people on, whether it's somebody like Tony that's rolling amazing joints, different growers, different glass blowers, different people in the industry. Some nights we'll have, I have a doctor, Dr. Gordon, the pot doctor. He'll come on and share some new medicinal marijuana news, what's happening in the industry, but a whole variety of different guests that come on and basically just share what's going on, right here, right now in the industry, keeping people up.
Hell yeah, man! I'm all about the movement. Trying to get going on the East Coast. We're all doing our part.
Hey, the East Coast is progressing fast, though, dude. You guys are nonstop moving. I went to the first ever Chicago Cannabis Conference earlier this year in Chicago, which was awesome. Michigan's doing their thing. There's lots of states that you guys are constantly pushing out there, and soon enough it all falls into line and everything comes around.
Yeah, it's creeping over here. It's coming.
I mean, dude, you can always go on vacation, right? You can always take a vacation.
Oh yeah, I'm going to the Bay Area in Cali in early December. So.
Nice, dude. Nice. That's exactly where we're at right here. I'm out in the Bay Area. Studio's out in New York. Tony's up in Seattle and whatnot. I'm almost like 98% sure. But yeah, dude, we're everybody's everywhere, man. There's so much great things to do over here on the West Coast. I love the East Coast too. I got family over there and whatnot, but the weather's always nice over here, bro. Like we don't have
for real.
Yeah, for real. What are some good flavors out there that you're smoking on?
Right now, Bubba Kush, really good. I just went to a music festival. I just got some nice shatter. And I've been smoking that shit a lot.
There you go. So. Yeah, that's always. Being out here in the Bay Area, we're very blessed with an abundance of amazing, meds everywhere. So, you know, we kind of get spoiled out here, and it's nice to be able to get some good.
Oh, sorry, you broke up a little bit right there.
Oh yeah, no, most definitely. I was just saying it's amazing to get some good shatter.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
sure.
it's my first experience with good shatter. I've been getting crumble, but not shatter. So it's
For
interesting.
sure.
It's just a new scene out here, dabs and shit. So it's interesting to watch it progress the way it has been the past couple of months.
Yeah, it has. Tony, do you get your dab on or what? My friend?
I do.
Oh yeah, he was dabbing earlier.
I was.
I dabbed right after you.
Yeah, oh yeah. You were dabbing. I mean, but like doing a couple of dabs at the end of the day, compared to like, I mean, you know, you see these extract artists, or we're at events, fools are doing like 10 dabs in a fucking hour.
Oh,
like,
I know.
Long.
Those are crazy.
For me,
the huge slabs, man. Ooh.
Or yeah, you get your nice slab dab on all of a sudden real quick. Are you dabbing all day, my friend? Or are you more flower smoking with all your joint rolling and whatnot?
I just am enjoying, you know, joints and shatter and whatever, you know, I have it hand with whoever is, you know, on hand. I'm just, you know, smoking and enjoying the people I'm with, not necessarily, you know, caring about if it's oil or what, you know. It's just, you know, everything's new and I try it all anyways. And so, you know, I'm looking forward to the new oil that comes out.
Oh yeah, the clearer the better.
The next level. Like the next joint, the next level of the oil or process or whatever it is. Have you guys seen, Tony, did you see Mary's Medicinals and how they were like right next to you guys? You had to have gotten a weed patch while you were out there, right?
I did not, no.
Man, dude, I need to link you with those guys. They are freaking like, I didn't, like 10 years ago, they were like, yeah, you know, people were saying it was impossible to basically, you know, have the THC molecule directly, you know, injected into your bloodstream. But it's just the same thing as a nicotine patch. Exactly. But what they're doing is they're extracting CBD, CBN, THC, THCA, I mean, each and every single different aspect, putting it into a patch. I mean, they even have like 1-to-1 CBD and THC. Then they have indica sativa hybrid, and it lasts 10 to 12 hours. And what really, you know, did it for me was that my dad has titanium screws in his back. So for him, when I brought him home a patch, an indica patch, and his pain went from a 9 to a 4, for me, that was like, okay, that was perfect. Same thing, actually, when we were out at the event right after Seattle Hemp Fest, when I linked up with them, I was staying with another friend, and I gave him a couple patches because he had been working all day, and his, you know, feet were killing him, his shoulders was killing him, his lower back, and he felt better. And actually, they even have these breast strips that are just like the Listerine breast strips, and that too, combined with the patch, was like amazing. So their whole thing is like direct inject, straight into your bloodstream or sublingually under your tongue, and it works amazing. And the nice thing is, unlike smoking or edibles, if it's too much, you can just, you know, take off your patch and you're all good to go. Yeah. So it's crazy, dude. The things and the progressions in the industry are just nonstop. Every day is something new. For sure. But yeah, dude, do we have any other callers, Gypsy, anybody else? I know we're getting close.
Yeah, we're winding down in the power hour.
The power hour. I mean, it's not the power hour and a half. It is the power hour. We rock the whole effing show right here to the fucking end with Tony Greenhand. Tony Greenhand with us the whole time. So, I mean, I don't know if there's any more callers. Tony, is there anything that you, and bam, of course you're back right here, right now. Everything's always working out. So is there anything that you'd like to leave everybody with? I mean, we've had a great show. We've smoked some amazing blunts. We've had a couple calls, chatted about a lot of different things going on in your life and everything that's happening and what's going to happen. Is there anything you'd like to leave everybody with?
No, just look forward to my release of our woven blunts in the future, and any events that are weed related, look for me because I'm probably going to be there.
When you see a humongous joint or one that's rolled extremely perfect and looks like an animal or a hot dog, or a fucking roasted marshmallow, you know who it is. His name is Tony Greenhand. Yeah, I'm so happy that you came here, you smoked a crazy blunt, smoked a crazy joint, and just took some time out of your day, out of your busy rolling schedule, to let the good times roll on the MasterBong Power Hour. I hope that you had a blast coming on the show. I love just chatting. I mean, really what it comes down to at the end of the day is just we do the same thing at a show. We just got to do it right here on the radio live for everybody to listen to. And the replay is there forever as well. But yeah, dude, what's your Instagram? Do you have a website? Anything else, man? For the day, throw out there real quick as well.
My Instagram is Tony Greenhand. It's Tony, T-O-N-Y, Green, as in the color, in a single hand. And you can check out my genetics at redeyegenetics.net, not .com. We're better than that.
.net, everybody, redeyegenetics.net. You go check everything out right there. I know we had the logo up earlier, so you took notes, and you can always watch the replay. It's always effing there. Yeah, this was a most amazing show. I hope everybody had a great time. I had a great time. Always a learning experience. Always sharing. Always, you're either growing or you're dying. So, I'm growing in my rolling game right here. Learning more. Gypsy, I hope you learned a couple of things and enjoyed this show as well as I know.
I took notes. I took many notes, Bong. I took many notes.
You always have a blast for here engineering. What was that, my friend?
I was saying I took a lot of notes. Took
the notes and you're good to go. So, yeah, Tony, unless you have anything left to say before we end the MasterBong Power Hour right here, right now, I think that we will take off. And, everybody stay tuned and check out everything that Tony is doing. Check him out on Instagram. Check him out at events. Like I said, when you see the crazy joint, you know who it is. Tell him you saw him on the MasterBong Power Hour. Continue living life to the fullest. Get out there and commit a random act of kindness, because who knows who else will see that, and they'll go out and do something nice for somebody else as well. Let's spread that positivity and good vibes. Let the good vibes roll. High fives and high vibes over here until our next fucking Power Hour.
Somebody.
What?
Go smoke a joint with somebody.
Exactly. Give a bum some weed. The other day, literally, we just gave a bunch of bums in Berkeley at People's Park a ton of clothes, and we filmed it, and it was a great time. And so go out there and commit a random act of kindness, smoking somebody out, smoke a friend out, leave a doobie somewhere, put $1 in a couch cushion and walk off. Who knows what it is, help an old lady across the street. But get out there, live life to the fullest, have a blast, and remember that, look at Tony, look at MasterBong. We're here living our life to the fullest, having a great time every day, enjoying every second of what we're doing. And yes, you can do it too. That's what you got to keep in mind. You can do it too. Whatever your passion is, you can fulfill those dreams. Gypsy's over here doing it, fucking working the shows, the interwebs and everything behind the scenes, and running his own show and shooting video and everything else. So I know you guys can do it too. Stay having a blast. Stay living life to the fullest. This is MasterBong signing over and out from the FM Power Hour. It's September 17th. I hope you guys had a great experience, because I know I did. Tony, thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate you. And, yeah, dude, until the next event, we'll be seeing you soon.
Most definitely, buddy. Take care.
Hell yeah.